Hi Gemini, welcome to Told Us Love Tarot. If you're new here, I hope you like and subscribe. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have a bunch of Gemini in your chart, it might resonate. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. I hope you're having a great beginning of Pisces season. Gemini, I was thinking about you last night. I kept waking up and this happens randomly to me, like here or there, and I know that there's probably a juicy reading coming up. But sometimes, some nights I'll be in between sleep, coming out of sleep, and I have a message for a sign. Last night I was definitely thinking Gemini has this going on, Gemini has this going on, and I can't for the life of me remember it. And I did remember thinking last night I should get up and write this down, but I didn't. So maybe something I need to do is keep a journal near my bed. But Gemini, there must be a message, a good juicy message here that needs to or wants to come out. So please let me know by liking, subscribing, and your support, your donations at my Cashapp and Venmo are greatly appreciated, Gemini. It goes a long way. If you are a Gemini born at the end of the sign from June 17th through the 20th, you should check out my Gemini Cancer cusp readings. You can find something else there. But by checking out the other signs in your chart, Gemini, you're helping my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Ooh, this card just kind of hopped in my hands right here, so we're going to stop here. Subscribe, share with a friend, cross-watch for whoever you're interested in. Let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Great hair. I've just been fucking fighting with mine. If only you knew. I've been sitting here I don't know if I like this look. This isn't me, but it's called housework Meg. We're in housework Meg mode. That's so funny that just came out, because I've literally been looking at my hair all morning as am I really gonna do a reading looking like this? I guess so. Tinder. Maybe met someone. Ooh, I have a pre-message too, and I didn't even, we'll put it here. We'll see. We'll see what comes out. Bored with current situation. I only see you as a friend. Uneven and unequal. Honest. I will always have a soft spot for you is at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, followed by I trusted you, followed by bum, mooch. They, I, you know better. All right, this could be, just from the colors here, a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, because the colors that I associate with Scorpio are here. Really, really bluntly, these cards speak to meeting someone on a dating app. Could have been Tinder, could have been another one, or was casually seeing someone. Casual was the name of the game, because someone was just looking for some fun, looking for some excitement in their life, maybe a little bit. They were bored with their just current every day to day, and then it's they never wanted anything from anybody. They never intended on getting locked in or connected with someone. It's so funny because I wrote down locked in over here. They really didn't even put in any effort. They never put in anything. It was always just one-sided. I don't think they hid this. I think someone was upfront about this, Gemini. That's one way. Something was just supposed to be sexual fun. Or was or is sexual fun. My nose is itchy right now, and I feel like that's what readers say, like, oh, this happens during the reading. Ugh. There's definitely some weird ass shit that will happen when I'm about to do a reading, or like things will happen and I'm like, I'm fucking connecting this. I'm gonna see if this has to do with anything. Which is why I want to talk about my pre-message. So I'm sorry, Gemini, I'm going a little all over the place and a little backwards. Maybe that's what someone is dealing with right now, or who you're dealing with, the situation, kind of going about things backwards a little, but it's still gonna get to the right point. I feel like if this isn't a story of like, you know who this is, like this is either you who had a thing for them, Gemini, and they only wanted something fun. It's like maybe this was you. You were only on there looking for fun, and someone was really attracted to you. And they put in more effort, and you honestly were like, I only see you as a friend. I also get someone here who's like, could be like hiding that they are on Tinder. They really are bored with like their current maybe living situation, relationship, current situationship, and they are on Tinder. Oh, I'm only looking for friendship. This is also giving me someone looking, someone who hasn't been dating and wants to date. Like they have friends, maybe they've been friend zoned, or it's like wanting to go on a date, wanting to date, have dates. Someone's just kind of bored. I feel like you want to go on dates with people who you consider like your type or are similar to you, Gemini. And this is where my pre-message is coming in. Every time I tried to, or I sat down to begin this reading, I noticed that it would become like roars of wind that I'm like, I didn't realize it was windy out. And if you've seen me in other readings talk about how wind to me symbolizes change, something changing, change happening, change coming, I wrote it down. The first things I wrote down for Gemini were windy equals change. And I even put, as soon as I sat down, roar of wind, an attention grabbing roar of wind. So I was thinking like, is there going to be some sort of change that's going to be like just, it's going to get people's attention? Maybe someone changes their hair completely. But I'm also getting like someone doing some sort of change that will catch someone or people's attention. I kept focusing on the wind. I wrote down thinking about at night, going back to, I was thinking about this reading last night. So maybe someone's thinking about you, Gemini. Maybe there's someone who's on your thoughts in between dreams in the middle of the night. But as I listened to this wind roaring, it was like the windows were rattling and shit, and I was thinking like someone's defenses are up. They're like locked in, and I've already just said this, locked in. there could be like change that's trying to happen and maybe you are fighting it. Or I also got like there could be someone who's or something that's trying to get in life, negative energies, an actual person trying to push your buttons and crack your shell. And oh my god, this is like all connecting to me. I feel like I'm meant to talk about this because it's connecting during this, but it's definitely going to be one of my like, from the information that I have gathered over my years, the things that I've read, the videos I've watched. I even wrote incense, sage, candle. This is a message for somebody. Yeah, this is like a big message. So if somebody's been experiencing nausea and or been sick lately, like you've been throwing up or you've just been like lethargic, you've been like really, there's some sort of difference going on and you're like, I've been choking on the way. I've been doing readings this week. I've said in a few readings, like, I feel like there's something in the back of my throat during these readings that wants to come out. And I haven't experienced it before. But within this week, there have been quite a few physical things that have happened with me as I'm starting to do these readings or as I'm doing these readings that I think may be a message here for Gemini about needing to clear your energy, needing to clear your space, needing to protect your energy and be wary of just like people who maybe don't have the best interest for you. Gemini, you're a good-looking person and you have an even better personality. Like, you are, the whole enchilada just came into my head. No matter if it's not perfect, like you could be bald and have, or a receding hairline, you could have a comb over. You are still, or like you've put on weight, or you have just something about you that you are maybe physically insecure about, and like you know what you looked like in your prime, or you have reference to what you looked like when people say like when I was skinny, or like whatever, however that relates to you. Like, look at me here, like I didn't even realize how good I looked. There's a Gemini here who needs to know that no matter, like, you are still equally the whole enchilada. And that is part of why you are an attention-grabbing person. Oh my God, I have written down here this phrase, understanding the human experience. And I'm like literally explaining one right now as I think I understand it. If you've experienced being hated on because of your energy, if you've experienced feeling like gossiped about, maybe you know you've been gossiped about, maybe you just know that there are people that you don't get along with, you don't ebb and flow with these people. Maybe you just, you know that as you are a strong individual and you look good as you're being strong with your locked in defenses up, as they try to get into you and try to make you change on something, but you are understanding of this. You understand what's going on, you understand what's happening, and you are able to deflect, reflect, and protect. That shit just came out of my mouth. What did I say? Deflect, reflect, Like, reflect on yourself and what happened, but also reflecting back on them, and then you can protect. This sounds like a tactical move too, for whatever reason. Spiritual warfare, spiritual protection, spiritual attacks. Like, it doesn't come in the form of like a little demon or something like you'd see in a cartoon, or a ghost popping up, or like a demon shadow in the corner or something like that. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen like that for you, but I'm talking about like physical symptoms, physical abnormalities. I'm hearing physical like anomalies that could be the result of someone else's negative energy, negative thoughts, not nice, toxic intentions that are directed towards you or have been directed towards you. Especially if you're a sensitive or intuitive individual, you're sensitive to people's emotions, you're sensitive to the energies, like, you gotta protect your emotions and energies that way. Very interesting. That message was for somebody. You like really, this is tying in with what I was just saying, like, you may really like attract people, Gemini, even good or bad. Like, this is why you need to like light a candle. Like, if you're not into like sage and incense, because I know that can be like out there for some people, if you're still like very black and white, straight and narrow, light a few candles around your house. As you light the candle, the smoke that, you don't have to say this shit out loud, just like whisper it to yourself in your head, whatever. As I light the candle, the smoke is going to clear the energy of this home. Anything negative in this home that could be, I want to say deteriorating to me, to my health, to my well-being. Nothing that doesn't belong here can stay here. If weather allows it, crack your windows, get that smoke out. If not, have like a window cracked at least. All energy that's not meant to be here is leaving. Doesn't have to be for hours, doesn't have to be a whole window open. It's the intentions behind it will come in and act as the tool needed. I'm a firm believer in, like, you don't need 35,000 fucking crystals. You just need the crystals that speak to you, okay? I don't need to light a bonfire of sage in my apartment to clean these cards. I could take a piece of sage, and if I know I'm dusting the shit out of the energy of this, I know it's getting done. It's like, it's the blessing, it's the spirituality, this is the deflecting, reflecting, and protecting spiritual shit. I can't believe we just went down this road. I can't believe. This is why I was thinking about you guys last night, because this just turned into me sharing all this hermit wisdom, because like I said, it's the shit that I've collected over years. And I'm just thinking of the irony too. This shirt, I haven't worn it in a reading in so long, and like where I began my like really introduced to diving down the rabbit holes of this world was while I worked on Martha's Vineyard. And this is a Martha's Vineyard shirt, and it was a Libra who like really guided me down that path. Wow, that's so crazy that we just went all here. But maybe you're sharing sides of yourself, Gemini, to people that they've never seen before, or they wouldn't know, or you haven't really recalled. But someone maybe is giving me like being very open and honest, like Maybe you're taking a good, honest, hard look at a situation or a lifestyle or a place, a place that you are at, or the people who you are surrounding yourselves with. Hermit, Virgo energy, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, followed by the King of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries energy. Knight of Cups reversed and the Justice reversed. I feel like I'm looking at the evolution of Gemini right here. I do not think you look like an old man. I hope you don't think like I think I look like an old man. Male or female, someone once was a really good looking young buck. Male or female. They were the life of the party. They were fun. They were sexy. Ooh, did they get attention? Someone could have blue eyes. Someone could have like a young looking face. Someone could have a young spirit. And then with age, maturity, I'm hearing the stress of life, someone becomes more focused on intelligence. They're driven more by their intelligence. This is where I'm saying someone's good looking and they have the personality. Someone is quick-witted. They're funny. Their jokes are, excuse me, just the right comeback, just the right pun, just the right intelligent thing to say. Spicy, funny. And then on top of it, it's like you get to this point where you're in this, you've gained this wisdom. Someone's gained this wisdom. They've gained this insight by looking backwards. He's the only figure there that's looking back. He's thinking about the things that he's gone through in the past, how he used to act in the past, the things that he or she used to respond to, the things that used to attract them. This person has like all this wisdom and understanding. You may spend quite a bit of time alone. And I don't even think it's a bad thing. Even if you have a family, like you have a kids. Nine of Cups and King of Cups reversed. Oh shit. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Page of Pentacles reversed. I just had the oddest feeling of like someone watching these videos that I know. And I think this is like this is something about, I'm hearing, what is it? Hall & Oates, private eyes are watching me. Private eyes. Look at that eye. She's looking private. As is that one. I feel like you got multiple people checking you out, Gemini, Cancer. Gemini, not Gemini, Cancer. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, Cancer cusp. That's someone born June 17th through the 23rd, but I think you, if there's a Gemini at the end, you should check out those readings. I'm getting there's someone here who's keeping tabs or like watches. This is someone who's, this is so interesting that I'm still going down this path. This is like the people in general. I was saying you attract people in general because of all that you have to offer. This is also my Gemini who's remained single. You've managed to stay singular. Even if it's like, even if you're in a family, you've maintained just your family. Could be you, your person, and your dog. You, your person, and your 8 kids. It's like you've maintained singular, just the basics, just who's closest to you. And if there's no one closest to you, then it's just you. It's gonna end up being a big reading. I can feel it. I feel like I'm also like in good spirits, Gemini. And it's a good thing. It's a light feeling. Like, I know I'm being a little silly in this reading, and I'm seeing things that are funny to me, thinking of things that are funny to me, but this is good. This is good. I think someone is being honest about how they really feel about a person, and they do not like this. They don't feel this. They don't like it. 6. Oh, wow. 6 of Cups. That is literally, I only see you as a friend. Maybe you have someone around you who you've considered dating, or like you've had to think long and hard about your feelings. Maybe you don't know that they really would like to be with you. They're bored with just being your friend, but you really only see them as a friend. King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, followed by the 6 of Pentacles, which is a very uneven and unequal card, only giving to one, and then the Tower reversed, followed by the Devil reversed. That's Capricorn energy again. That's Scorpio, Aries. This is giving me like someone misses you, Gemini, or like you miss this person. Like they miss missing someone's friendship, missing someone's connection, camaraderie. I'm also getting like this feeling of like you knew, or this person was true. If it's not that like you miss this person, this is how they're feeling about you, because you are it's like you've walked away, you've disconnected, because you'll always have a soft spot for them, but maybe it was a friendship thing, maybe it was friend zoning someone, but could have been a family member, could be taking distance from family or friends, or this could be an ex, but like this is giving me like you aren't aware how much like someone would like to reconcile, like how much someone thinks about the good memories, how much someone just misses you. I'm getting it's you. I think they miss you, Gemini. That's really interesting. I'm getting this like Hierophant reversed, Taurus energy. I'm getting this feeling of like not realizing how loyal someone was, or how much someone was a rider for you. 4 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting it's like not like realizing it until someone already has one foot out the door or is already leaving. This could be a job situation. This could be a relationship situation. This could be a friendship. This could be you and your cousin, Gemini, you and your brother, Gemini. It could be you and your coworker, you and the person you were dating for a little bit 6 months ago. It's like they really didn't realize how much you were true and invested and doing the right thing and like just invested and committed until like you weren't committed and you weren't there. Yes. This could be you leaving a job. This could be you leaving a marriage with the Hierophant reversed and the Justice here, like having to legally get divorced. And someone's thinking about like the good times and like how much you gave, how much one person gave. It was very uneven and unequal. She's the one offering the flowers and the cups, and he's standing there like, oh yeah, giddy. And what is he doing now? Thinking about all those cups that were given to him that he now Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Page of Swords. Five of Wands. I think time has passed, but you're not speaking to this person. Ace of Cups, Judgment reverse, the Magician, the Devil. I feel like you may have if you haven't like disconnected from this, it's like the time has like the feeling of it's time, you're ready. I don't think you're talking about it. You haven't told anybody about like if this was like a divorce, like nobody knew about the fighting that was going on because there was fighting going on. If this is leaving a job, it's like nobody knew that there was shit going on behind the scenes. Like someone is choosing peace with this Temperance card over Justice reverse, which was bullshit. It was not honest, and honest is right next to it. Someone could have been trying to portray that everything was good, and it wasn't. I feel like someone has like made up their mind about how they see a person or a situation. If someone tries to give an offer, give that apology that they're thinking about, like, oh, all the love that I gave or like all that you've done for me, I don't think it's going to be accepted, because I think someone is realizing that all that's going to be brought into their life, like all this is going to do is be toxic, addictive, unhealthy behaviors and actions. Something is going to manifest into what it will only ever be, something that is devil energy. And I'm thinking it's of a toxic nature, manipulative, controlling, unhealthy, detrimental, demoralizing, something bad. This is only ever going to bring that. And someone's like makes the final decision to not allow it to come back, locked in. I only see you as a friend. Because someone oh, my ear just started ringing. Maybe that's how you have to make it your peace with someone. I only see you as a friend, because you've realized that anything that will come of this connection will be unhealthy. Justice reversed again. Wow. A lot of Libra energy. You could have Libra in your chart. Well, that felt weird, but we're going to go. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Cups reversed. Someone knows their worth and they're ready to take it somewhere else. Or like, if you can't match me, Like, this is giving me those TikToks I've seen where a woman's like, I had to let him go because it wasn't fair to him that he was constantly striving to be at a level that he's just not going to be able to reach. Someone like knows their worth. It could be in relationships, it could be your value and the things that you bring to the table for your family and the community and friends. Like, I know what I do. I know how I'm well intentioned. I know that I care. So if something's not on the same level as me, or I'm realizing that I'm not being valued, I'm only being used, I feel like if someone hasn't come to that conclusion, it's like it's almost like not allowing it to happen. This could be why someone has remained single, because like they'll have fun, but like until someone is like seriously on their level or what they deem to be worthy of them and equal, they're gonna remain very, very single and just have fun. Maybe you're telling that to someone, Gemini, or that's been told to you. I'm really getting that nauseous feeling again right now. Like, I feel like someone is a Queen of Pentacles. Like, that girl knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table. She probably freaking made the table. She paid for the supplies, made it with her tools, and then she made the meal that's on the table. That's the Queen of Pentacles. She's dealing with a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is someone who's here for a fun time, not a long time. You've met him on Tinder. And I'm not saying, like, this could be the energy where someone's at. Something very non-committal. It is fun, nothing serious. If it was upright, people have gotten hurt here. If it's in reverse, I'm thinking of the almost famous quote. It's like, or something to the effect that would be like, we're not gonna date because we're just friends. And if we only stay friends, then it's okay if we hook up. And if we're only friends who hook up, then we don't have to worry about any relationship. It's like flipping something like that. Like, well, if I'm only hooking up with this person and then they know it's just a friendship, and then there's never any worry about what's gonna happen next, because there is no next. I'll always have a soft spot for you. The Magician, Gemini, Aries energy. Someone could be Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the Sun reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse, Eight of Swords reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. Someone is deciding to like make what they want happen. I'm getting something here like this is either you're looking for a relationship, like with marriage, commitment level, like someone wanting literally a wedding. This is what they want. If you're not interested in commitment that will result in a wedding that will have a bunch of beautiful photos and that I can post all over the place, then I don't want it, and I'll just remain your friend. Someone is literally putting in the work for this stuff. Like, if it's in life, like trying to manifest these things, I'm also getting a feeling of like someone building a business. Like the Magician is down here putting in the work to get what they want. And what they want is the Hierophant reverse. That is a position of authority. That's leadership. But that's also the marriage, the wedding. It's also a card of higher knowledge. So someone could be wanting to go back to school, wanting to put in the work for school. This is giving me someone is doing the work right now to get the higher learning and the understanding. You are like getting there. I feel like this is something you've had to wonder or really consider what's going to make you happy, or why aren't you currently happy? Because someone, I feel like, has felt a bit stuck from being able to reach happiness. Maybe someone's had to go to, like, I want to say the drawing board and consider, what is it that I want? What am I trying to build? What am I working towards? What do I want? Someone wants to move forward. Someone wants something to go somewhere. Maybe you literally want to travel. Maybe you want an offer to travel. Maybe you want a new car. Money for a car. Nine of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. I get the feeling of wanting an offer to... someone is either trying to make the separation between two people. Like someone is manifesting this divorce, this disconnection. They're going to the court. They're getting papers. And this is someone being served that, like, this is over. The time has come. I'm also getting, like, if that's not the case, if it's relationship wise, it's this is back to someone remaining single and being patient until they find exactly what they were looking for, someone who is equal as they are, and then it'll be like go time. Like, I'm thinking about like Charlotte York from Sex and the City, like someone really not wasting their time, anybody's time, because they are on a path towards getting a happily ever after with someone. I'm also getting right now, like, if this is something like work related, like it's having a big moment of needing to change. There is changes happening, like a big roar of forward movement, because you maybe are given an offer that comes at just the right time. Or I also want to say someone like has almost this epiphany moment and realizes, like, I have much more to offer, or I want more than this, and it's time for me to make moves. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. If you're in a relationship, it's like realizing that what you are getting from your person in your partnership, in your relationship, nothing's wrong here. It's just like apples and apples, and you're looking for an apple and a banana. I don't, however that can resonate. Maybe you're too much of two of a kind, and someone just needs a different type of energy that's like, there's nothing wrong with who you've been with or what you've been going after and what you've been doing, but someone is just like looking for a change, is destined to put in work towards getting what they ultimately want. And what they ultimately want is that higher level commitment, or that higher level position where there's this level of growth. I feel like someone may have felt a little stifled. If this is like leaving, if it's job related, it's like realizing like you want to change career paths, or like what you've been doing just is like, you need a new spark in life. I don't think this is a bad thing either. This is like someone who's ready to just do something new. They're bored with their current situation. They're so bored they're not even fighting. They're so bored they're not even having sex. This is a card of action. This would be fighting going on. Remember I said like what people didn't know is that behind the scenes there was issues, there were fighting going on, whether it was like in the relationship, at the workplace, within the family. Someone is looking to get to a place or get into a relationship where there is no fighting, there is no issues, there is nothing that's hidden. In the meantime, someone is keeping their options open. They are not feeling personally satisfied where they currently are, and like there's this feeling of like, what else is out there for me? Knight of Wands. Where else could I go? What else could I do? Where else could I build something? Knight of Wands. I feel like there's something of someone realizing maybe that they are stagnant, maybe within themselves, within their home, within their marriage, their relationship, within their job, and there's this desire to spice things up, change things up, change things up. And someone is putting in the action. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're laying to rest the past and what they're ready to let go of to move forward. So many of these cards right here, these two, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Magician. Holy hell, someone is ready to move forward and let go of whatever it is in the past that they are ready to let go of. Like, I have not been happy with this. I've not been happy doing this. I'm ready to grab mine and go. Take my ideas and go. Take my things and go. Maybe like literally a relationship just lost its fire, and maybe someone found it with someone else, or is like that's what they're looking for. 10 of Pentacles reversed just came out. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. I think you may have an offer possibly coming in, Gemini, if you haven't already given the offer. I feel like this is someone who, you may not know they think about you and they like are wanting forward movement. They want you so much, Gemini. They really are trying to create a commitment or create some sort of a partnership established with you. I don't think you so much realize it. This could be someone who's just a friend currently. I also get a feeling of like I said, private eyes are watching you. Like, maybe you don't know that this person is like so just aroused by you, intrigued by you. If it's not love related, this is so much, there is so much here of forward movement towards what will be someone's pot of gold. It's not here yet, but I feel like it may be, you really may be changing directions. The course of the way that you go about things is really could be like a literal big change. You could be moving. Really considering moving. Maybe you haven't done this yet due to money. The High Priestess reversed. The Emperor reversed. 4 of Cups. Ace of Cups. High Priestess reversed. That's Pisces energy. Eight of Pentacles. All right, this is about to be corny as hell, but this, oh shit, this is what is definitely coming out. The Magician right now. These messages trip me out because I don't talk like this. Like, I would never say, like, I think your spirit guides are telling you, but, like, this is literally giving me, like, there are higher powers at work here that you may intuitively had an idea of, like, maybe at play. It's like a higher level of knowing and guidance that's, like, helping you deflect, reflect, and then protect. Because someone, or you, like, needing to do this, like, again, saging, cleaning, candles, obsidian, evil eye. Someone is really getting what they're looking for. Whatever it is you are trying to create in your life, manifest, you are going to get it. King of Swords again, Gemini, you're going to get it, or you are in the midst of getting it. And there's a need to just understand that you have been guided towards this path, even if it's like really hard work and you're looking at all the work that you have to do. I think you need to also consider all the fucking work that you've done and been through to get to this point where the guides, your ancestors, the universe is like, yup, Gemini is ready for this. These are like additional responsibilities. Someone's like going to, this is shit you prayed for. These are responsibilities you prayed for. This is like the building towards a relationship that you prayed for, but it's in the building phase, or you're not there yet. Someone has to have the vision and continue to have the vision as you are working forward, putting in the work, doing these things. You need to remember and know that all actions that you do in the meantime is to get you towards your happily ever after, your pot of gold, because that's what you are manifesting. You are just currently in the working process, but you're getting there. All this energy, this one card of putting in the work on top of these action-oriented cards, Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Magician, like all these cards about putting in the work and the literal physical energy to get what it is that you want. It's like this reverse to me is like spirit saying like, it is time. Like, this is happening the way it's supposed to happen. I've kept this secret from you all this time until now, and it's because blah, 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 blah. This is what I'm saying, like, this level up could come in the form of nausea, being lethargic, apathy, not really caring about too much, going through a wave of like, what's going on? Like, why do I feel this way? You can like look these things up. Ascension signs, like spiritual signs. I'm gonna let you go down that rabbit hole though. Where are we at? 53 minutes. I knew it was gonna be a doozy. Gemini, you and your spiritual ass. I love you. I love it. Deflect, reflect, and protect. I'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for your support.